Ladies and gentlemen of the SFJ Nation, ladies and gentlemen of the SFJ Nation family, ladies and gentlemen to all the supporters of the Screw Society as a label, entity, and business. Shout out to each and every one of y'all because you keep this thing moving. Speaking of moving, the R. Kelly Disc Can't Cry is now on iTunes, Apple Music. It's probably gonna be on Spotify by the end of the day. Just give it some hours. Hold on, let me put this. You already know how I be. Okay, so Crypt already announced it, so I guess I can say it. God damn. Okay, so Four Horsemen is coming. It's coming real soon. In fact, I talked to Crypt, and I'm gonna push back the Dream Chaser video. It was supposed to drop this week, at the end of the week, but it's just I'm gonna make a drop at either the beginning of next week or the end of next week. All the people who donated to see it early, y'all still gonna see it early, so don't trip. But that Four Horsemen video is really what we focused on right now, and like as a collective and as four people who are trying to make a song successful, I understand I gotta wait and put 100% of my effort into this song. It's gonna be a big opportunity for me, big opportunity for the SJ Nation, just to be on a song with Dax, Crypt, and Quidecca. And we got a video. Yeah. Just, I hope I was supposed to say that. Yo, Crypt, if you watching that and I wasn't supposed to say that, then we don't have a video coming. Then we don't have a video coming. What you mean? Who said that? I ain't say that. Anyway, the R. Kelly song now on YouTube is at like 5,000 views. Thank you guys so much. It's not a remix. It's an original song, no video, just audio. So, the numbers it's getting is very, very respectable. Just keep getting that. Honestly, if we hit 10,000 with that audio, I'll be very, very proud of us as a movement. I really think that this should be, I got so many people telling me this is their favorite song of me, and this is the most important song I ever did. So if y'all can just keep pushing that, keep tweeting that, keep tagging Dom is Live, Academics, whoever you see them talking heads, shit, tag Joe Budden. You never know. He ain't gonna say nothing, but I got a video about Joe Budden coming, by the way, so stay tuned about that. Because it looked like Joe Budden ain't trying to be ducking no more. Joe wants all the smoke. Okay, so here we go. I didn't know I was going to have to make this video. I didn't think that I was going to have to make this video. But this, to me, for my fan base, for the type of videos I do, I think this is a very important video to make. Because I'm starting to see this narrative. Well, it's not starting to see. That's a stupid thing to say. That's like what old people be saying when they act like everything is new. It's not. It's definitely, I'm not starting. I've been seeing this since 1999. People want... Is Eminem a culture vulture? Is Eminem a culture vulture? I see the conversation going around. It flares up every time Eminem does anything. So, and then people be like... I even read some comments on my other video, because I'll extrapolate more. My last video talking about Lord Jamar, people like, you acting like an Uncle Tom, nigga. And I was like, well, actually, I literally only said, I'm not going to sit here and over-exaggerate. I only saw one comment that saw that, but for some reason, negativity hits people harder than positivity. So, because there was like 100 positive comments, and then that one, I was like, nigga. But, so what we're going to do is Eminem a culture vulture? All right. Well, I Googled Urban Dictionary. What is a culture vulture? What makes you a culture vulture? Now, I was beyond a little shocked when I read the definition of culture vulture. Now, mind you, it's an Urban Dictionary definition, but culture vulture is slang. It's not like a Webster Dictionary term. I'm sure it's gonna be, because Webster Dictionary. It's weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna get to it. Webster Dictionary be so late on how people talk that They be the last people to know when there's new vernacular, which is hilarious. So I'm pulling up right now, but paraphrasing. Apparently, a culture vulture is somebody who makes money from a culture that either they don't, partake in, that either they don't care about, either they don't like, or don't respect, right? Basically, they get the money from a culture they don't really rock with. That's a culture vulture, right? Let me really read the exact definition so we can go off of that. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me get this straight. Hold on. And by the way, tune into that 8 p.m. Eastern on the hold on, is my calendar? On the Screwface Live channel. It's crazy. We only got 2 more months on that channel. I'm still on probation for that strike. For only 2 more. That first month went by quick than a moth. So let's figure out exactly what culture vulture means, so I'm not just rambling. Let me pull up the definition of culture vulture. When someone is okay, I guess it is in the dictionary. I'm wrong. Okay, it says culture vulture, a person who is very interested in the arts, especially to an obsessed degree. Huh? No, that's a horrible. What? There's more than enough to satisfy the thousands of culture vultures who will descend on the Scottish capital. All right, that's not the same culture vulture that people what's it called? That people refer to. Because a culture vulture, that's stupid. Because according to Webster, like I said, they'd be very out of touch. So a person who is very interested in the arts, especially to an obsessive degree. So basically, by Webster's definition, you're a culture vulture if you like hip hop too much. Because most people are obsessed with it. Like, by that definition, Lord Jamar's a culture vulture. Because if you dedicate your life to it, you obsess, that's fine. You know what I mean? But let's read the real definition, because the Urban Dictionary definition, and this is more of a flushed out definition. A person or organization making profits using unhonorable practices from a culture they do not care for. Let me read that again. A person or an organization making profits using unhonorable practices from a culture they do not care for. Like I said, Webster, them dudes be smoking opioids, so they don't really be knowing what they're talking about, because by that definition, their definition is not, they're not even talking about culture vulture and what we're saying. Maybe there's a different term of culture vulture, but they're saying something completely different. This is when Dame Dash is saying culture vulture, when Lord Jamar is saying culture, this is the definition we're going off of. One more time for the fans in the back. A person or an organization making profits using unhonorable practices from a culture they do not care for. So, would that make Eminem a culture vulture? Well, let's break down that definition for a second and see. I ain't gonna freak out in this video. I'm just gonna, talk to y'all. Break down for a second and see what parts of that does Eminem apply to. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just playing like, okay, Jamar's right. Let's go off of this and let's, plug in the numbers in the formula, and it should come out equals culture. A squared plus B squared should equal culture vulture, right? All right. So a person, Eminem is a person. Okay, cool. Making profits, Eminem is making profits. Okay. Using unhonorable practices. Now let's stop right there. Let's Let's gas, brake, dip right there, right? Right there. Let's think about it. Unhonorable practices is the most important part of that definition. Unhonorable. My last video, I said that I feel like there are more black people exploiting hip-hop. More black culture vultures. There's people who are culture vulturing off hip-hop who are black way more than Eminem. Way more. I feel the only reason people throw this on him is because he's white, right? And to me, it's like anytime, and this might be a controversial thing to say, but it's like anytime a black person, an African American person, is homophobic, to me that is the same. It's that stuff hurts me, because to be, I would say, the last group of people who were marginalized and beat down and told we couldn't marry these people and told we couldn't move and had to hide our identities, that we should be the first people on the lines to help them, right? Because there were gay people in the marches for civil rights. There were white people there. There were, okay, but that's something different. So I feel like, so what is unhonorable to hip hop? Does it mean going against the culture? Does it mean, what is unhonorable? Disrespecting the culture? Does it mean, okay, well, when Uzi, Lil Yachty, and these dudes coming up tell y'all that the past hip hop is whack, tell y'all that they're not rapping to no Lord Finesse beats, or they're not rapping to none of those beats because they whack. When they sit there and break down, when Lil Xan said, I guess he's white, so the people gonna call him a culture vulture anyway. When people say they ain't never heard Biggie, when niggas get on stage to honor Biggie and forget his lyrics, you're telling me those people are fine in hip hop. Now get this, I get it, because y'all gonna be like, no, I don't like mumble rappers either. But why are they mumble rap? You still, by calling them a mumble rapper, you're giving them the respect of saying that they're in the rap culture. They're just doing a subsect of it called mumbling. So if a culture vulture is someone who's doing unhonorable practices for hip hop, there's people who have disrespected hip hop, and we still call them rappers, not culture vultures. So that's what makes my gears start spinning. I'll be like, well, unhonorable practices, unhonorable as in only using hip hop to further your message and never really speaking on the downtrodden. Really? So when Eminem makes March about the president and the Iraq war, and tell him to give him a boot, tell him to press daddy that way, saying this stuff that affects the entire nation, believe it or not, affects hip hop directly. George Bush being president affected hip hop directly. You're telling me that that's unhonorable. So when he gets there, now I know what Joe said. It's like Eminem used race as his next rollout for what was it? Revival. And I could kind of rock with you with that. But I'm still saying, regardless, because you can say that YG and them use politics to push their thing, because with F Donald Trump. But what does it matter if the end all be all, if the product of that was a conversation about Donald Trump? How is that vulturing the culture? Eminem knows his skin color. He knows he has a responsibility. Eminem got on, and I said this before, I can't remember what awards it was. I think it was the MTV Music Awards, something like that. Eminem got on stage and had his entire acceptance speech was him just rattling off the people who came before him, who paved the way for him. I have not seen, and I could be wrong, check me if I'm wrong. Let me not even say I haven't seen, doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but I have not seen another rapper do that. Their moment, they win an award, you talking about Redman though. We talk about these people though. Eminem is one of the only people who still does respect the Redmans, and every chance he gets talks about the. Did y'all listen to 21, The Dismiss? It was all old school songs. All it was paying homage to old school. What is wrong with people? Because his skin is white? Really? You want to be on that side of history? So you want to be the motherfuckers who looked at Jackie Robinson and been like, though he's better than his white counterparts, though he shows more respect for this game than some of his white counterparts, he ain't a part of the culture because he's black. That's what side of history you want to be on. And I know y'all going to be like, oh, that doesn't equate. Yes, it does. Anytime somebody who's not a part of the culture comes in and does the culture better than the people around the culture, for some reason, we want to kill them. It happened to... I always try to turn it on its ear and turn it to the black people who did it, right? Because I'm like, let's just be fair. When golf was attacking Tiger Woods for first coming into golf and doing this, you don't think that there's white people sitting there talking about, let's get Tiger out this culture? He's not a part of this culture. Why? Why? If he raps better, Eminem has been rapping since the 80s. Since the 80s, and he's a culture vulture. This nigga rap when niggas are rapping like, I said, my name is Mr. Fresh, and I came through to make you blessed. He was there. But he a culture vulture. Okay, I feel it. And what's the last part of the definition of culture vulture? Making profits using unhonorable practices from a culture they do not care for. Jamar, I don't know if you're going to see this, you probably won't. Vlad, whoever. And don't get too mad at Vlad. Vlad knows what he's doing, but you got to know that Vlad's integrity only goes but so far. I'm pretty sure he became he's a self-made millionaire off of YouTube and really off of drama. So you have to understand that a lot of people look at it as slimy, and it is slimy, but you have to understand that in order for him to maintain these millions and keep making more millions, he has to galvanize anger, offense. He knows what he's doing. He's basically like the YouTube Jerry Springer, like hip-hop Jerry Springer. So he don't care. So just don't get too mad at Vlad. Vlad will interview the people who killed Triple X Tentacion if he could. You know what I'm saying? He would, and not to get to the bottom of it, but so he can have the clicks. That's what he would do. You know what I mean? But a culture that, Jamar, are you gonna sit here and think that Eminem? I know you don't think that. I know. Like I said, Jamar is an important figure in hip hop, especially since the last 2-3 years. There's been a lot of things he said that were very important and started big conversations. Lord Jamar, brand newbie, and I'm pro-black to the death, bro. Love my beautiful black people. What? I love it when he talks about the Afro, the Asiatic black man, when he talk about the 5%, when he talk about the gods and the earth, when he talks about, you know what I mean? I'm there for all that. But I hate, and I think Vlad has to do with this. I think Vlad, and maybe he doesn't understand he does this, but he discredits really important people sometimes by some of the stupid questions he asks them, all right? Because if you notice, every time there's a black leader on Vlad TV, it's always when there's like a Umar Johnson, Brother Polite, Jamar. I'm not saying he is. Jamar, whoever. Notice how he'll always ask them about how they feel about gay people. And I know why he does that. He does that because he knows that, or maybe he doesn't know that, but Vlad should learn that as soon as these people say that, right, and the world catches it, their word is gonna mean a little less, because any smart person is gonna be like, well, you can't be prejudiced for a certain group of people, and like, you might not be the person I want to follow. You know what I mean? So, sorry, a little longer video, but I'm really getting annoyed at that whole Eminem is a culture vulture thing when there's so many culture vultures in this. If we're going to start getting at culture vultures, which is, I love it. I love that. I love that we getting at culture vultures. If that's what we doing, I'm here for that. Jamar, you need some help, nigga? I'm here. I got you. But let's really go at the people, and not just anybody whose skin is not the same, because it's going to muddy our word. And I guess people don't get that, but it's like, let's just fight the righteous battle. Not the battle of, y'all hurt me, so let me hurt y'all back. But actually, you know what? If that's what we're doing, let's just call a spade a spade. If we're going to say, well, we treat white people this way because they treated us that way. Oh, okay. All right. I take it all back. I'm wrong. But just make it be known so I know what we're doing. You know what I mean? Put in the comment section what you think about Eminem being a culture vulture. This is a conversation that I feel has been very important to this page. And we have to have. Share this to Lord Jamar. Tag Lord Jamar on Twitter and on Instagram. Tag him. Because I love Jamar, man. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. I really respect Lord Jamar. I know people don't take this in one way, but let's just be real, man. Let's just be real. It's okay. And it's okay that Jamar doesn't like homie. It's okay that Jamar don't like Eminem. It is. That's his prerogative, right? That's fine. But don't guise it as in like a righteous thing or like you doing the right thing. Just say, nigga, I personally have an issue with M, so everything I say is gonna come out of a certain cylinder and a certain perspective. My name is Screw. I love you. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, because YouTube trying to not give y'all my notifications. I'm just saying. Huh, Susan? Susan, stop hating on the cat, man. I'm just trying to do my thing, Susan. Just trying to do my thing, Susan. You looking pretty good, though. Just saying. Will I smash Susan? I'm definitely bagging Susan. If I had the opportunity, I'm bagging Susan. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, we out of here.